Here we go. Hey everybody, Matt from the Hold My Spot podcast. I'm here to talk to you about a really great show I just went to. Senses Fail playing Life Is Not a Waiting Room in its entirety. So front to back, another album show. I absolutely love full album shows. I've been to a couple already this year. Thursday, well, I guess that was last year. I saw Thursday play the album Understanding in a Car Crash from beginning to end. Just saw the Postal Service and Death Cab for Cutie play Give Up and Transatlanticism in their entirety. That was just on Sunday. And then tonight I get to see another full album show. So I love it. I mean, you get the full up and down effect. You get to hear songs that you would never really normally hear when you go to just a standard show. I mean, there's hits and there's, other songs that aren't quite as good, so they don't normally get to see the light of day, or I guess the dark of night at a concert. So it was really cool to see that. And there's definitely some bangers, on this album. So I was really excited to see that. I had the opportunity to do the VIP meet and greet beforehand. Never really done that before. And I've got to say, my number one concern was not to make an ass of myself. And I don't think I did. So I don't know. Maybe if anybody from the band sees this and maybe they think I was a little too quiet, or maybe I was being a little weird. I don't know. I made a bracelet / keychain it was supposed to be a bracelet, but was too small to fit my wrist. So that was part of the package. You got to do a picture, got to do some arts and crafts, and got a signed poster, and you got to go in early and all that good stuff. So I was really excited about that. Really cool to meet the band. Everybody was super cool, as I expected. It's hard to meet a band where the people aren't really that cool. So definitely very happy about that. And I got to talk to a buddy about jiu-jitsu, which was cool. It's something that I had been doing for a while before I got hurt. It's been a little bit over a year now that I had a really bad knee sprain while rolling at a practice. So I haven't really been back since then. I hope to one day go back. I don't know if I will. My knees are still pretty messed up. But I guess that's really not an excuse. I should just go and hit the mats again. But really cool to talk to him about jiu-jitsu a little bit. I wish I would have asked him a few more questions about his experience at When We Were Young last year, which was the first time I got to see the band play. I wanted to know sort of the ins and outs of how that festival worked, because it sounded like it was sort of haphazardly put together, but somehow it just worked and made sense. So I just wanted to get his perspective and anybody in the band's perspective about their experience at When We Were Young. I had an absolutely fantastic experience at that show, as you all already know. I'm sorry I keep hitting you over the head with how great that concert was, but it was great. So it's hard not to talk about it. But anyway, back to the show. I had a great time. Met some cool people that were in the VIP session ahead of time. Talked to them about some of the other bands and shows that they've seen recently. The one girl was wearing a At the Drive-In t-shirt, which was super cool, because I didn't really think they had much merch, but I guess I sort of forgot that At the Drive-In got back together in like 2016 and did a little tour. But I guess I could sort of put that experience together. I missed 2 concerts this year in Cleveland where I could have sort of seen At the Drive-In. I could have seen Sparta. They played the Grog Shop, which would have been an awesome show. And then also the Mars Volta was just here, I don't know, a week or two ago at the Agora, but definitely blew my chance on both of those. But hopefully I'll get another chance to either see At the Drive-In or either one of those bands. Anyway, back to the matter at hand, Senses Fail. Senses Fail still, to me, is just an outstanding, blood-pumping performance show. Their music always gets me going. if I'm working out or something like that, they're definitely on my playlist. They definitely just get a shot of adrenaline. And I think the crowd reacted that way. I mean, the crowd was totally into it. They didn't have to do what a lot of bands do, and they don't have to direct the fans to open up a pit or do anything like that. It just sort of organically happened because they knew they know the music, like they know that what they're in for, that they're there at a post-hardcore/hardcore show. I mean, it's going to get a little aggressive in the crowd, and it did. Nothing like malicious or mean-spirited that I saw. At the end, I sort of saw somebody start a little fight, but that got broken up pretty quick, and it's just stupid anyway. You shouldn't be fighting at any show regardless. So then after Life Is Not a Waiting Room, they played another 6 songs or so, basically all the hits, everything that you'd want to see at a Senses Fail show. Plus they did a really cool medley. They played Korn, they played Rage Against the Machine, they played Limp Bizkit. So it was cool to have them do that too, and kind of get that real heavy bass line stuff going right before the end of the show. But yeah, if Senses Fail comes to a town near you, definitely go see them. It doesn't seem like they're really crazy about Cleveland. I don't know why. Cleveland's awesome, but it was also interesting that Buddy was talking about the old Fantasy and the old Grog Shop. I mean, those are venues of lore now in Cleveland. There's not too many venues in the whole world that have a wooden pirate ship built in it and blocks the view and the crowd from the stage. So kudos to the Fantasy and really good planning on putting a venue together. But anyway, they're closed, so it doesn't matter. You're never going to see a show there again. As far as venue goes, this was my first time at the Roxy, the new Roxy at Mahalls, not Mahalls, Mahalls. As you probably know, we've been corrected on that before. But they really upped the ante on the Cleveland venue wars. The Roxy is now state of the art. It's huge. Everybody can be really close to the stage. The lighting is good. The sound is great, although it was really freaking loud. I wear earplugs, as you all know, every show because I go to so many shows that I would be deaf by now. So I wear earplugs, and it was still loud even with the earplugs, and then I took my earplugs off, and it was really freaking loud. So I'm sure there's some things that they're working out with the acoustics in the room, but it didn't sound bad, just really freaking loud. So wear your earplugs, protect your ears. If those go, you're really screwed. So it's definitely worth it. And it doesn't really muffle the sound. So, it just makes it at a quieter level that you can hear and appreciate and not be deaf afterwards. So wear your earplugs. Yeah, Mayhalls was cool. VIP experience was cool. Senses Fail was cool. The 2 openers were good. I don't know if you saw our posts about, my posts. Ethan's not doing shit on this one. So it's all up to me. Whether you like this episode or you don't, I guess that falls on me. I'm sorry, or you're welcome. I'm not really sure what to say. But anyway, the opening bands were good. Let's see, 1,000 Below was one band. And, oh my God, I can't remember the other band now. And I'm really sorry because you guys were really good. I'm just driving and, it's post-show, so my mind is not really working perfectly. But anyway, both opening bands were really good. And I'm really sorry I can't remember both the names, but I had that same experience again where I've talked about it before, where on Spotify I just sort of listen to whatever, and then every now and then I save a song, and 2 of those saved songs were from one of the opening bands. So it came on and I'm like, holy crap, I know this song. And it was great. It was Gravity was one of the song names, and I can't remember the other one, so I will put those in the comments section. Again, sorry to the bands. Does not mean that I did not like you. You guys were really good. I'm just a little absent-minded. Anyway, yeah, so that's it. If you can, go see this tour. I'm excited to go see Census Fail again in the near future, hopefully. They've been touring for a year, maybe a year plus at this point, so I don't know if they're going to be taking a break or not, or just hitting the road again, but I'll definitely keep my eyes open to see them perform again. Yeah, so I guess that basically wraps it up. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Hold My Spot podcast. And let me know what you guys think about these bands in the comments section. If you're watching this on YouTube, definitely love interacting with anybody that has any comments. Maybe you've seen them on this tour, or maybe you've seen them at another tour, or just in the past. Would love to hear about your experiences. So anyway, signing off. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.